So it's they were tremendous on the defensive end of the floor. That's been our focus and concentration. And I just think we limit them and got out and got some easy buckets in transition. We was fortunate to hit a couple of shots early on. I think that fueled our confidence. But before the game, I didn't give them any super speech. I just told them be confident. Whatever you do, just be confident. Whatever happens, happens, and just let it all hang out.
Hoopy set it off from the beginning with his offense, and then he did his thing with his distribution, man.
He did. We noticed on the scouting report that they go under every ball screen. So, you can take that as a lack of respect to certain players or whatever, just they're daring you to shoot the basketball. So a lot of our focus and concentration was on, just our guards raising up and shooting pull-up jumpers under the ball screen. And he did an excellent job of coming out doing that.
And, when Poobie is not in the game, is Jameer, has he learned what he needs to learn?
It's going to be a process. Stanton Kidd, neither. None of the newcomers, none of the JUCOs or the freshmen, they haven't. Stanton Kidd had 2 fouls. The first 3 plays, he didn't execute nothing. He just took off running. I might as well put my daughter out there for that execution, and as a result, he got fouled. So it's a process, and, sometimes the game move a little too fast for them, and they're just trying to get settled on the Division I level. But, as time waits for no man on Saturday. It's going to be a hostile environment, and they're going to have to zone in and perfect what we're asking out there.
But is that going to be your same hat for you? I mean, great old big jokers tonight. You played Wagner. You played, Wichita State. I was going to say, is facing the mighty MEAC going to be something big for you? But you don't put your team in these situations already.
Yeah, we have. But, the thing with the MEAC is really personal, when you're playing against other teams. Like A&T, just throw all the records out the window. It's just so personal, and there's so much emotion that rides in that game that the first team to calm down is normally the victor in that, and we've been fortunate to calm down first quite a few times. So, I'm concerned with our guys just going out there and not worrying about the surrounding hype and the fashion show and the girls and the cheerleaders and the pep bands and, all the theatrics that come along with it, the dog and the pony show. We just got to play basketball, and hopefully we'll come out on the winning end.
I saw you applauding some of that effort in the first half. You, the perfectionist. I'm saying coach is pleased with something. Yeah. So you had to like what you were saying.
I've changed because with this team, it's going to be a learning team. So it's like I said, that process is inevitable. It's no avoiding that. Last year I could be a little more demanding because Dominique Sutton, those guys I had 6 seniors, so they knew what I expected. These guys just don't know. So every night is a different environment for them. Like it was a couple of more fans in here tonight than as usual, and they got to adjust to that. So everything is an adjustment for them, and we're just hoping that they adjust, come conference time.
Lastly, Rashawn King, was this his first action of the season?
First action of the season, man, and I wanted to get him in and get him a shot, and we drew up something for him, and he said, Coach, my heart was just going 1,000 miles an hour. So I didn't do a good job of preparing him. I just said, Rashawn, and I should have just told him in 3 minutes, go ahead and get your mind right. I'm going to put you in. So tremendous kid, and we just wanted him to get a scoring opportunity.
But a nice win for you guys tonight, man. You seem like a different team tonight. Y'all played with a lot more passion and vigor, it seems.
Pretty much what we've been going over in practice is our defensive principles, trusting the guy to your left and to your right. And when you're going into a game and you trust your teammates, it allows you to do things that you might not even be capable of doing, but your teammates got your help.
On that note, doing things you might not think you're capable of doing. In the first half, a sick spin move down there in the paint, man. Tell me about that and how that came about.
Pretty much ended the shot clock, just tried to make a play. That's all it was, just trying to make a play for the team, keep our morale up, keep our vibe going. That's all it was. And
lastly, man, on a separate note, we talked about your shoes the last game. I see you had some new ones on the last couple games, man. So you're not with the old ones no more?
Nah, I had to go back to the Hyperfuses. We've been trying to get the team colors going, so nobody kind of stand out or whatnot. So, Coach allowed us to switch it up and allow us to play in what's comfortable. So that's all it was.
All right, but you like the old shoes. Was it okay for you to play in your new ones?
Yeah, they was good. They held me down. I might give them a test run on Saturday, but I'm gonna keep another pair in the bag just in case.
Speaking of Saturday with A&T, man, is that such a big deal so early in the season?
You can't look at A&T as a different game. You got to approach it. No game is bigger than the next. So we're going to prepare for A&T as if we prepared for Utah Valley. and just try to go in there and do our principles and execute and come.
Season, man. Was it jitters on that first 3-pointer out there?
Yes, sir, it was.
Tell me about that.
Butterflies in my stomach, He told me to just, when I come out the pick, just catch it and shoot it. So did what he said, but I had jitters in my stomach.
What dream come true, man? Your first action as a college player, man. What was going through your mind?
When he called my name, he was like, "Ready, ready." I was like, "Oh man," I was shaking and stuff, and I was just happy, smiling. Couldn't stop smiling. It was just an amazing moment.
Mm-hmm. As far as yourself, man, personally and your health, how you feeling right now, and how close are you being back to 100%?
I'm feeling good. Still doing chemotherapy once a month. Actually, that ends on September the 30th of 2013, so I'll be cancer-free then. So.
You had the air ball, but you went out on the other end and threw that man's stuff out of bounds, and that's a big rascal too.
Yeah.
Tell me about getting that block.
I had to find a way to recover myself from that air ball. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna time this. So he was trying to do a little pump fake. So when he went up for it, I just jumped my hardest and got it.
You guys in the locker room, they didn't get on you for that air ball, did they?
They started laughing at me. It was like, we know you was nervous and stuff like that. And, Poobie Chapman, from Raleigh, North Carolina, I know him very well. He just told me, he was like, "Ray, I could have had extra assists if you would have made that 3." I was like, "I'm sorry, Pooh. I'm sorry. I got you next time."
Poobie getting greedy. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. Offensively, man.
It's in the scout report. Coach Mose did a great job at our scout report. They go under on screens. So, I had to be a little more aggressive than I usually am, because if they're going under screens, then, for them to respect me, I got to shoot it.
Those some big guys, man. Is that the biggest team y'all played this year?
Nah, we played Wagner, and they had a 6'9", they brought in a 6'9", they had a 6'8", but overall they were a big team, but we kind of matched it a little bit tonight.
As far as the overall team performance though, man, I hadn't seen all your games, but just the ones here at home, y'all look like a completely different squad, man. Was it something different about tonight?
We just knew this is a good game to where we could get ourselves in it going. We at home in front of our home crowd, and we got a good one coming up, so this is a big game for us. We kind of trying to get back on that win track, so it was a big game for us.
No doubt about it. You got a big one coming up Saturday, man, without this home crowd. But is that such a big deal, I guess, A&T, early on in the season?
It's Aggie Eagle, so even if it's the first game, it's going to be a big one. But we're just trying to focus on being better as a team. Of course, it's going to be a good one. Of course, it's going to be packed. But we're trying to focus on the 15 that we got on the team and the coaches that we got to get better as a group.
Talking to Rayshawn just now, man, he mentioned you, both of your guys being from Raleigh. He said, man, you getting greedy out there, talking about he blew one of your assists. Poobie, come on, baby.
Nah, that's the only way I can get him to, be aggressive. If I'm not, putting some pressure on them, then everybody's gonna be out there kind of timid. But if I kind of, we respond for each other. So if they talk about me, Poobie, you're not giving me the ball, then then they're getting greedy. So I respond like, okay, well, when I get you the ball, you got to make it. So it's a tug of war. It's just we trying to have each other's back. That's all.
And talk to me about him overcoming, just to even make it out to the court, man.
Every day we look at him, and how could we be, how could we take anything for granted? That kid's been through a lot. Because it started when I was in high school. He was going through what he was going through my senior year of high school. So, we knew each other back then. So to see him now on my team, it's amazing. It's amazing to see him overcome all of that. It's a strong kid.